Yes, my name is Charles Simpson. I was diagnosed, about 3 years or so ago with a very aggressive cancer, prostate cancer. I think my urologist, graded on Gleason scale, and it was a Gleason 8 or 9. He said it was very aggressive and I should have surgery right away. So I agreed and I had the surgery. And I went to see my urologist about 4 months later, and my PSA was fine. So they told me to come back in another 4 months, and they want to keep watch on it because they weren't sure as to whether or not they had gotten all of the cancer. So they said rather than start with radiation and chemotherapy, they're going to watch and see. So when I came back later, with the PSA, it was beginning to rise. And so they said they're going to really keep an eye on that and to come back to see them again in about 4 more months. So when I came back that time, the PSA had increased tenfold. So they said if it just keep climbing like that, they were going to have to start chemo and radiation. And of course, I didn't want to do that. So when they said, come back again in 4 months, and if it keep continuing, that's what we're going to do. So I told them, okay, fine. So with that 4-month window that they gave me, this is when I came to the Total Health Institute, where Dr. Nimick was, because I had heard him say in one of his radio shows that you can't do surgery on cancer and cut it out and expect it not to return unless you make change the environment that created the cancer to begin with. You just can't do surgery for cancer and get rid of it and expect it, not to return. And that was what was happening with me. I had the surgery, and but the cancer was returning. So this is when I really decided to come here to the Total Health Institute, where Dr. Nimick is. And after about 10 weeks or so from the program here, I had to go back to see my urologist. So I had my blood drawn, and the PSA had dropped way, I think it was like 0.001. And my urologist was shocked to see that it had gone down. And he said, whatever you're doing, just keep on doing it. When I went back that time, the PSA was so low that he felt he could wait 6 months to check it again. And when I had the PSA, the blood was drawn at Quest Diagnostic, an independent lab, and sent the result to my urologist. And when he got the results, then he was still pleased with the results because it was still holding at, I think, 0.001. A lot of things in life I see differently, I observe differently, and I think it's primarily because Dr. Nim mentions in his lecture sometimes that just when things are going around you that maybe you just don't particularly agree with, just like say, just be still and know that I'm God. And I think things like this enable me to see situations of things that might otherwise be stressful. I can tolerate them. They don't faze me that much. If a person have a health challenge and they really are sincere about healing, I would highly recommend that they come, because I firmly believe that if they come and get on the program and stick with the program, I don't see how they can not heal. Each day I thank God for Total Health Institute and for Dr. Nimick and the entire staff, everybody here. The whole staff is wonderful.